what are social graces. And I'd like to emphasize the word politely. Okay? Politely. So social graces are skills used to interact politely in social situations. So lahat po tayo, we have to be the practice of being polite all the time. Okay? That include manners and etiquette. So, ang social graces po, siya po yung bigger umbrella. Okay? So, siya po yung bigger umbrella sa ating discussion. Kasi minsan nakakalito, ano ba ang social graces, ano ba ang manners, anong etiquette. So, ang mas malaking payong social graces. Right under it is manners and etiquette. So, wag po tayo malilito. Right under it is manners and etiquette. So, it is society's rules for acceptable kindness. So, that is what social graces mean. And I'm sure po, most of us know what are social graces. Nagkakaiba lang sa culture, nagkakaiba lang sa mga bansa kung nasaan tayo. Maari nagkakaiba lang din sa probinsya kasi minsan may mga practices na ginagawa sa Luzon pero hindi ginagawa sa Visayas or sa Mindanao and vice versa. But social graces in general are the practices that exemplify or show kindness. Okay? Now, what we will learn today is why are we supposed to learn it? No? Bakit ba natin kailangan matutunan ng social graces? Jerry Len, would you mind reading, please?
Social graces are important skills that help us to interact politely in social situations. These skills include etiquette and manners, behavior, body language, and our appearance. Having good social graces is vitally important, especially the ability to establish a conversation that puts people at ease.
Ayan. Especially the ability to establish a conversation that will put people at ease. Sino po ang ating frontliners? Sino po ang humaharap sa mga kliyente, sa mga miyembro? Can I see a show of hands? Yun pong humaharap sa doctors. Ayan. So, meron tayo. Ayan. Nakikita ko. LHIO Iligan, si Matsky, some are frontliners, no? While others are in the background. Some work in the back office. But it does not stop us from interacting with other people. And that's why it is important for us to know why and what are social graces. So as I mentioned a while ago, social graces is the bigger umbrella, no? And underneath it is your good manners or manners and etiquette. So nakailalim po siya. So let's define that. What do you think is the difference between manners and etiquette? Ay, pareho lang naman ng manners tsaka etiquette. Pero in fact, if you look closely, there's a difference between the two. Who wants to try? What is the difference between manners and etiquette? Sino sa inyo ang akala ninyo pareho lang yan? Yung totoo. No judgment. Raise your hand or give me a thumbs up sign. Be honest. Sino akala pareho ang manners and etiquette? Talaga, walang nag-isip na walang nakaisip sa inyo na pareho sila? Kasi close, no? There's a very thin line between manners and etiquette. So let's see what the difference is. Okay, so may I call on Raylan?
Etiquette is a specific code of proper conduct governing society.
Okay. And the key word for etiquette is social rules. Okay, so social rules. Yan yung mga rules talaga. Yung talagang kailangan gawin. Okay. Manners, on the other hand, is quite different. Let's call on Beverly.
Manners are defined as a comprehensive set of behavioral guidelines that reflect someone's level of respect, kindness, and consideration for others.
Ayan. If you see my screen, I highlighted behavioral. Okay. So the difference between etiquette is ito yung standard, yung rules. Ito yung mga dapat gawin. Ito yung mga, kumbaga, implementing rules and guidelines. If you want to use that term, in terms of how we use the documents that we have in PhilHealth, are implementing rules, regulations, or guidelines. Yun yung etiquette. Yung manners, ito yung output na. No? Ito na yung natutunan natin yung etiquette, and this is how we show it and how we conduct it. So the behavioral part is what you call manners. So this reflects someone's level of respect, kindness, and consideration of others. So those are the two different. That's the difference between etiquette and manners. Now, in the olden times, no, in the olden days, there is no such thing as etiquette. No, nung sinauna, I would say the what period is that? The Stone Age. Okay, animals, and what is the difference between animals and humans is that animals do not know how to act socially or responsible socially. Animals do not know how to have manners. Okay, while humans, the only difference that we have from them, one of the differences that we have from them, is we can behave socially, and we can behave in a socially responsible way. So, ano po ang difference ng animals and humans? Because we are able to think. And that's where manners come in. We are able to think. Have you ever seen, you have seen yung mga chimpanzees, no? We can see them take care of their children or of their young, diba? We also have elephants, and all the other animals take care of their young. But have you ever seen them eat nicely, na malinis, na walang kalat? Diba? So yun po ang difference natin with animals. Okay, now we will learn more about this. Sino po ang may mga anak sa ating miyembro? Can you see a show of hands? Ayan. So yan po, my question is, how do we teach social grace to our children? Ako po, wala pa po akong anak. Medyo bago-bago pa po ako, kakakasal ko. Well, hindi naman kakakasal, but I think magpo 4 years pa lang kaming kasal. So wala pa kaming baby. Pero kayo po na mga may baby na at meron na kayong adult kids or adult children, how did you actually start teaching them about social grace? I'd like to call on si Lucille. Hi, Lucille. You have 2 kids, 4 and 7. And yung 4 and 7 na edad, very volatile, yung mga primary years yan. Lucille, can you tell us how you are training your kids in terms of social graces?
Yes, ma'am. Usually, same rin kay sir. I lead by example din, at saka sinasabi ko sa kanila on how to behave sa bahay and then outside. And ito ma'am, sometimes I let them watch YouTube videos teaching how to behave, especially when we are dining out. Ganun. Before we go out, I let them watch kung paano sila mag-behave outside.
That's good. Do you teach them na Tagalog ba sila or English? Ano ang mode of communication ninyo?
Hi, English po ma'am.
English. Mga bata ngayon, mas ma-English sila, no? Mas di na sila marunong mag-Tagalog. Mas pag nagagalit ka Tagalog, pero naiintindihan naman nila. Nakakaintindi sila ng... Bisaya. Bisaya. So at least pero pag laki-laki nila, magiging multilingual na sila. Tagalog, Bisaya, and English. Okay. Thank you, Lucille. Call on... Si Buhari, I'm curious, kasi adults na yung kids niya eh. And yung edad ng kids niya, iba na sa kung paano tinuruan ni Buhari nung mga back in the years, 90s, mga 1990s sa mga anak niya. Iba na sa mga bata ngayon. So paano mo sila train, Buhari? At baka makatutong ating mga magulang dito sa workshop na to.
Well, sa mga anak ko naman, ma'am, malalaki na kasi ngayon, pero before na ano pa sila, nung maliit pa sila, so, lahat katulad ng mga magulang, kung paano tinuturuan yung mga anak, kung paano sila mag-behave sa loob ng bahay or outside sa bahay, yung mga pagkakamali na nakikita natin ay dinidisiplina't natin sila doon. Sinasabi natin sa kanila yung tama at saka yung mali. So kung may mali na nagawa, talagang pinagsasabihan natin sila, huwag gawin yan kasi mali yan. Tapos tinuturuan naman natin kung ano yung tamang gawin na talagang kaaya-aya sa lahat. So ganun na lang. Yung mga disiplina ng ginagawa ng mga magulang, ganun din yung ina-apply natin. So sa ngayon, malalaki na sila, lalo na ngayong tinatawag nilang millennial, medyo rebellious na yung mga bata. So sa ngayon, bahala na sila sa buhay nila. At least, nasabi na natin noon pa yung dapat gawin at kung anong hindi dapat gawin. So, pinapabayaan natin sila. Sila naman kasi yung parang beacon na sila yung magmumold sa kanilang future. At least, before na iparating na natin sa kanila yung tama at ano yung mali.
Okay. Paano nyo po nalaman kung ano yung tama at mali na itinuro nyo sa kanila? Natutunan mo rin yan sa inyong magulang or natutunan nyo na lang po sa school or sa ibang bagay? How would you know kung tama yung itinuturo nyo sa mga anak ninyo? And questions din po yan sa lahat.
Well, obvious naman yan kasi yung tama, kung ano yung pwedeng gawin sa'yo, yun yung tama. At kung ano yung hindi pwedeng gawin sa'yo, yun yung mali. Yung sabihin nila, yung golden rule, kung ano yung gusto mong gawin sa'yo ng ibang tao, yun ay pwede mo rin gawin sa ibang tao. Kung ano naman yung ayaw mong gawin sa ibang tao, ayaw gawin ng ibang tao sa'yo, ay yun ay huwag mong gawin sa ibang tao kasi hindi na yan katanggap-tanggap. So ganun lang siya, ma'am. Golden rule lang siya, ma'am. Golden rule. Saka isa pa, aside sa natutunan natin sa school, natutunan din natin sa bahay during time na maliliit pa tayo. At base din sa experience natin sa labas, nakikita natin yung mga maling ginagawa, yun yung tinuturo natin. Huwag natin gayahin yan kasi mali yan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Buhari. That's
Thank you
very true, no? So, yung golden rule, do unto others what you want others to do unto you, no? I'd like to call on Maria. Thank you. Maria, you have 3 kids, 17, 12, and 8. So yung edad ng mga anak mo, Maria, ay you have a teenager, you have a preteen, and you have a grade schooler.
Okay, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. So with regards on how I raise my children, teaching them on what is the proper behavior, I see to it po, ma'am, yung eldest ko, we lead the 2 little na nila. Kasi yung eldest ko po lalaki and the 2 are girls. So, lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila na they should respect each other regardless kung younger sila or eldest siya, ang respeto dapat nandyan. And as always, I reminded my eldest na set a good example sa family, sa mga, syempre siya yung matanda, siya yung nakikita po kung ano yung ginagawa niya. So dapat laging kapag merong mali, hindi pwedeng dahil si eldest or si bunso pagbigyan kasi bunso. So I teach them ano yung tama, like sa proper lang na manners when we dine out or dine in sa bahay man lang, yung after eating, ma'am, yung proper placement ng kutsara at saka tinidor. And lalo na po yung kapag nag-uusap, like sila lang mismo po nag-uusap, biglang sumingit si bunso. So I tell them, you have to wait until matapos magsalita, saka kayo magbatin. So yung mga ganong things, ma'am, na as a parent kasi, ma'am, it's a learning process. So even we are older than our children, it's not only na sila yung natututo sa atin, natututo din tayo sa kanila. So yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
Ayan. So thank you, Ginger. Totoo yan. Maganda yung sinabi ni Ginger, no? Hindi lang porque tayo ang adults, tayo lang ang magtuturo. But we also learn from our children, no? We learn a lot of other things. Although I'm not a parent, but I have nephews. Marami rin akong natututunan sa aking mga nephews. Okay, one last. I want to hear from a parent who has a toddler. Who wants to share? Si Anna. Anna, you have a 4-year-old. Girl or boy?
Girl, Miss Faith.
Ah, wow, girl. Ang saya naman yan. Pwedeng mini-me. No, mini-me mo. How do you teach your daughter?
As much as possible, Miss Faith, no, ini-inject na namin kasi I'm a Muslim. So, ini-inject na namin ng husband ko yung ini-introduce na namin sa kanya yung Islam. So, yung sabi ng mga kagaya ng ibang nag-share na we lead by example. So, ganito kasi Miss Faith, no, bigyan kita ng situation. So, kami kasi we're conservative. So, gusto ko as early as now, gusto ko aware, kumbaga, ma-introduce na sa kanya o ma-aware siya na may mga certain limitations. So, example lang sa way of manner of dressing. So, would you believe, Miss Faith, na sa bahay lang talaga or yung pambahay lang, inaalaw namin siya na mag-shorts above the knee. Yes. So, we don't buy her yung mga sleeveless na clothes, sleeveless na upper blouses, yung blouses, and then shorts. So, ngayon pa lang, Miss Faith, puro dresses. Kasi nakikita din niya sa akin na I wear hijab. So, kinakausap ko rin siya na eventually, kailangan mo rin magsuot nito. Siguro baka na siya, nagdalaga na, no? Pag nag-agree kasi kami ng husband ko na siguro pag nagka-menstruation na, so that's when na mag-start na kami na dapat ganito na. So, Islam po yung ini-inject namin sa kanya. Kasi mga ganon, things like that. Now, in terms of Miss Faith, yung sa behavior naman, no? So, aside sa we lead by example, kinakausap ko rin siya, no? Kung may nakikita ako na medyo off, kasi bata hindi naman natin din ma-control sila. So, yes, ganun po. So, we talk to her, and then we explain, no? So, sinusupport namin yun, Miss Faith, yun nga, sino yung nag-share na yung mga YouTube na videos. So, ganun po yung namin sa kanya, approach namin sa kanya. So, Islam talaga yung ini-inject namin sa kanya. Para dito, hindi rin kami mahirapan na mag-ask siya na bakit bawal bawal mag-shorts, bawal mag-sleeveless. So, bakit kailangan mag-hijab? So, ganun po yung nagawa namin.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna, for sharing. So, ang inyong basis of influencing naman your children, for some, is religion, no? Like, for some who are our Muslim brothers and sisters, yun yung basis ninyo para ma-influence yung mga anak ninyo. Well, for others, can be social media ang influence. Pwede rin yung mga itinuro ng ating mga parents, ng ating mga lolo and lola. Share ko lang sa Bulacan, since I'm from Bulacan, no? So, normal na yung pagmamano. Ana, sa inyo ba, do you also mano or how do you greet your elders? Sa mga Muslim?
Naalala ko, Miss Faith, siguro mga childhood years ko, nagmamano po ako sa mga elders. Opo, yun yung naalala ko. But now, it's more on yung beso po. Yung 3 beses kami magbeso. Kasi sa Islam, ganun po yun 3 beses.
Okay.
Opo.
So, ganun. Depende rin sa religion, no? But part of social grace can also be because of the culture, no? And what we teach our kids, thank you for everybody who shared, what we teach our kids were things that we learned from our parents, our grandparents, what we learned on our own, and also our kids learning from their environment. But all these things that we learn from our parents, from our elders, and our environment, these are the things that make uh, or will create our children. Ito yung makaka-nurture sa kanila to be better people. And this workshop is something that we will also learn from each other. No? And it's very important that we teach our children what the right types of social grace, whether it's based on our culture or based on our religion, we will have to teach them the right one.